Good morning. I'm just going to show you a quick video about our bucket blanket. So we introduced the bucket blanket almost a year ago, and yesterday I tried to jar up some of my own honey and it had granulated. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you the bucket blanket. So we do the bucket blanket in various different shapes and sizes. The original one will fit a 20-litre tank or a 30-pound bucket. So that's the 20-litre tank. That one's got a valve on it. And 30-pound bucket, different size 30-pound buckets as well, different heights and diameters that we'll work with. So I'll just show you what will be in your kit. So you've got full instructions. And then you have a piece of green material that's got wadding inside it for insulation. And they come pre-threaded. So within here, you can see that they've got pockets in. We have threaded in a heating element. And then you've just got a normal 3-pin plug on there. So in this box here, you've got all the electrical components. So this is the bit where you will set your temperature. This is your thermostat. And then we've got a plug on here. So the original bucket blanket was designed to fit around a 30-pound bucket, as I've already said. So you can see here, it fits snugly on this bucket. Then we also developed one for our rec tank. This one you can see has got a valve on, so it's got a hole for the valve. And then they were getting so successful, we also developed them for our range of Logar stainless steel tanks. So we do blankets for the 25 kilo, the 35 kilo, and the 50 kilo tank. The Logar ones all come with a little cap that you can put on. This is what basically the customers were giving us feedback, saying they would really like some insulation on the top. You could, of course, put on just a piece of, Celotex or any other type of insulation on top, but they wanted something nice that would fit around the top. So we also developed some hats that you can buy separately for the smaller ones as well. And the final one we've also got a bucket blanket for the smart weighing machine, which goes on the top hopper, and then it's got a insulated cap on top of that as well. So here is the thermostat, and on the blanket there is a black sleeve. So you thread the thermostat down into that sleeve. Get it as far as you can, but you don't have to get it all the way in. But it's quite easy. This wire is quite strong, so you can thread it all the way through to the end. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to turn it on. I'm going to show you that on my actual bucket of honey. The plug from the blanket goes into the control unit, and then the plug from the control unit goes into just a normal 13-amp plug. So here is my bucket of granulated honey. You see there. Put that down. Okay, so I'm going to put the bucket blanket on. And the reason we developed these is because there was a need for them. So we sell warming cabinets where you can fit a lot of jars in, or 2 30-pound buckets, but they're quite big. They're a plywood box. They're really good. But for somebody who maybe just wants to do a small batch, or for somebody who hasn't got the space, a bit more economical, then these blankets work a treat. So as I've already showed you, the first thing to do once you've unpacked your blanket is to thread the thermostat into this sleeve. This one has got a longer black sleeve. I say thread it up as far as you can go. You can see I've got it already up to there actually, so it's gone all the way into the end. My bucket hasn't got a valve on it, so it's even more important I get this honey liquefied. So you have got a valve, you just need to thread that through that hole. Put the handle up if the bucket's got a handle, and then snugly fix the blanket around the bucket. And you can see this Velcro is quite long, so if your bucket has got a slightly wider diameter, you can still use the blanket. So now it is in there snugly in, and we're ready to turn it on and to show you how to use the controls. So now time to plug it in and turn it on. So first of all, plug in the blanket to the controller, and then plug the controller just into a normal 13-amp plug socket. And you can see that the screen has lit up in red. So it's a really simple controller. So what we're suggesting is setting a differential first. So that is how high and low the temperature turns off. So if it gets to a degree higher than where you set it, it will turn off. If it drops to a degree lower than you set it, it will turn back on. So to set the direct differential, what you do first of all, press set. This is already tuned into number 1 actually. You can see you can turn it up or down. We suggest, having played around with these, that setting it to a differential of 1 is the best thing to do. Press set again. And now that comes onto your temperature that you want to set it at. So at the moment, it's set to heat to 25 degrees. So you press the up arrows, and we suggest 40 degrees. So set it up to 40 degrees, then press the HC button, which is the heat or cool button. So press that. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. There's a tiny little, almost like sunshine shape, and the word heat. So that is now heating up to 40 degrees. Press that again, the HC button, and you could actually then cool it. Obviously, in this case, I want to heat it. So make sure that says heat. So I'm now going to leave this. It's about 9:45 now. It's quite a cool room up here, so obviously ambient temperature will make a difference. I'm going to look at it again in about 6 hours' time. I'm also going to pop on the hat, just to give some added insulation to the top. And you don't have to use this. You could use anything else if you wanted to, but I think I will use the hat just to give it a little bit more insulation. And of course, if you wanted to, you could also put insulation underneath. And we'll come back to this in about 6 hours' time. Okay, so it's now 3:15, so 5.5 hours after we set this going. It is quite cold in here at the moment. It's probably only about 17 degrees. We're in an unheated boardroom upstairs. The thermostat shows we are at 30.8 degrees. So it's gradually been increasing. So I'm going to have a quick look to see, I can feel it's warm, see what's happened to the honey. Right, okay. So you can see that, but it has started to liquefy. You can see around the edges, it's coming in there and down there. Of course, I could give it a stir, but I'm not going to. I could give it a stir, which will probably increase or means it will melt more quickly. But it's certainly doing its job, and you can see, feel the warmth. And I say the ambient temperature in here is quite low. So I'm going to put that back on now, and then we will revisit tomorrow morning when it's been on for 24 hours, which is what we recommend for heating the honey sort of safely, and see how it's getting on then. Okay, so it is now the next day. It's almost 24 hours after we turned this on. Again, it is quite a cold room. The ambient temperature is probably 17 or 18 degrees. You might even be able to see outside. We've had our first snowfall last night. Okay, so big reveal. So let's take this off. You can see that the thermostat reads 37. It's fluctuating up and down at the moment. As the ambient temperature goes up, I think it'll go up that bit higher. So let's take it. Still feels nice and warm. Take the lid off. Brilliant. Look at this. Pure liquid honey. Look at that. And it's just, I'll quick show you with this. There we go, look. Lovely and warm. Ideal temperature for bottling. That'll stay liquid now for a little while. So I will be taking that home tonight and jarring it up, putting some Christmas labels on, ready to put it in the shop. So I'll put the lid back on now. And now I'm also just going to show you how you can remove the element so you can wash the bucket blanket. Okay, so now we've got our honey nice and liquid, we can take the bucket blanket off. So just undo the Velcro from the side. Just put that down on the floor. Unplug everything. Take the thermostat out of the sleeve. And then the great things about these are they are washable. So all you need to do is pull out the element. This is quite hot at the moment because I've just literally had it turned off. And depending which sort of bucket blanket you get, there may be several of these backwards and forwards channels. It's really straightforward. Just pull it. There's 4 passes on this particular one. Put it out like that. And then the final one at that end. Okay, nearly done. This can be washed on a cool wash, and then when you dry it, just dry it flat. Same for this, it can be washed on a cool wash, dry it flat. So any honey drips, which you're bound to get at some point, can be just washed off.